안녕 친구들, 잘 지냈어요? I hope you can hear me better. I am trying something new. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there is a microphone here. So we'll see. This way I don't have to project, and I've been told I should protect my voice. But anyway, I hope you have been well in the past, 2 or 3 weeks that I have been gone. Tea time, everyone. In honor of the Peanuts movie that is soon coming out, I am actually using my Peanuts mug, or my Snoopy mug from the Charlie Brown Cafe that one of my little 동생들 from Korea had gotten me. So if you haven't had a chance to go get your tea, go ahead and do so. Pause right now. My tea has been actually seeping for a while. All right, I'm gonna let it sit here for a little bit, just so I don't like my tea to be super strong. So it is Friday morning, as you can tell by the light. Oh, and look, there's little mini Grace, Tabitha's creation. She has been keeping me company all of this time, and I think this is just going to be her permanent place. Oh, you're tilted a little bit. There you go. But yeah, I have been a little bit under the weather and a lot of stuff. But you guys know this. I mean, it's not like real life only happens to me, right? Real life happens to all of you as well. So. But I hope you guys are all excited. Can you even see? It helps if I'm a lefty. The Snoopy mug. The Peanuts, actually, this is something I'm a little bit particular with my mugs, I guess. And this one is nicely raised, and it's this very nicely made mug, certainly, that one of my brothers had gotten me from the Charlie Brown Cafe. And I think he got it from Incheon Airport. He was so funny. He was like, Luna, this is a gift I thought you would appreciate. And of course, my 동생 knows me well. So I hope some of you are excited. November 6th is going to be the Peanuts movie premiere. I will be going to watch it on November 8th. And I was a little sad, mentioning actually to my sister this morning that I thought it was unfortunate that the Peanuts movie isn't receiving all of the merchandising and advertising blitz that usually Pixar or other Disney movies get. But I think part of it just could be they just don't have the budget, maybe, I don't know. But you can be sure I will be taking my little minions there, or my little minions, or little minions. The elementary school kids, junior high school and high school kids, they don't care about Peanuts, sadly. So. For those of you who are wondering, I am drinking still my breakfast, English breakfast, from my little thing. Oh, before I forget, this tea time is probably going to be a little bit all over the place, and we'll see. We'll see if you guys can hang with me. I received a package, and it is from Ellen. You guys know her as XXYYZZ on the blog. Ellen, if you're watching, thank you. I hope you're watching. Well, I'll remind you to watch since it's going to feature your mug. But she and I have been mug buddies for, gosh, about 2 years now, right, Ellen? And so I don't even know how the conversation began. Either I talked about my mug collection that I was starting to slowly display on Pinterest, or maybe it was from a Korea trip or whatnot. But I happened to mention that I do collect the Starbucks destination mugs. You guys remember, right? I still have the one that she sent me from the Sydney one. Ooh, lighting is really bad. I'm so sorry. I may have to think about getting some lighting for the office. But anyway, so she sent me one from Calgary. That was the first mug she sent me. And then the Sydney one, actually, that was the second mug. And then imagine my shock when she sends me a third mug. So excited. And then I think I sent you a Los Angeles mug, did I not? I think so. That would be horrible, right? If I just continued to receive mugs and didn't reciprocate. And then I think I sent you a Seoul mug, right? I hope I sent you a Los Angeles mug. Uh-oh. Anyway, so there's that. Let me go ahead and read through. All is well in my section of the world. Aww. In all honesty, so much has been on my mind that I completely forgot about the Portland mug that you had mentioned. I so don't. So thank you so much, Ellen. Huh. Well, there's another mug en route to you as I film this. I'm hoping that it will get there safe and sound. But let's see what she sent me. I hear some jingling. Oh, it was my other thing. Okay, so. And what was funny was she said that she sent this box back to me. Oh, can you all see? Oh, I should. Closer. So, some of you know that I've been collecting these destination mugs, and you'll notice they're actually two different designs. This was the original one that I started collecting the destination Starbucks mugs in, and then all of a sudden they switched it out on me. Yes, it's a personal, offense to me, right? They did it just to annoy me, but then they shifted over to this particular design, which I'm sure you guys have seen in your parts of the world. And I don't know, I mean, for some reason I like this design better. I think it gives it a little bit more of kind of a classic look, but it is what it is. I'm not going to complain. And take a look. It's this nice blue inside, which I love. So it's a 14-ounce mug, Vancouver. So I think what I'm going to do, actually, Ellen, is leave this here in my office, because eventually I'm going to want to bring it back anyway to use. So I'll leave it here for now in my office, ready for the next time I film tea time. So I think in general, Nellie has sent me a mug, a Starbucks mug. Maui has certainly, Maui brought me a Chicago mug, I believe. And then Nellie brought me a Washington, D.C. mug. And then I'm trying to think, Nyong sent me a Malaysia mug and a Kuala Lumpur mug. I'm trying to think. I've got the Calgary, I've got the Vancouver, I've got the Sydney mug, and then I've got my LA mug, my Atlanta mug, San Francisco mug, and then Boston mugs in Cambridge and such. So I think it's quite exciting. Some people will collect shot glasses or spoons or things like that when they go travel. I have my Twinkles send me mugs. What? Oh, such a blessing, right? Anyway, inside the other box too, she must know I'm doing tea time. So it's Canadian ice wine tea. And then it says, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, thé au vin de glace. Is that how you would pronounce it in French? En français, right? But yeah, so it's this cute little design. I don't know if you guys can see. And then when I open the pouch, ooh, I'll have to see if these are tea bags. Hold on. So, ooh, I don't think it's tea bags. Yeah, it's not tea bags. It's actually tea. I don't want to open it in case because I like to keep it as fresh as I can. I'm going to have to bring my little tea. What are those called? You know what I mean, right? The tea soakers that you put your tea leaves in. I'm going to have to bring one of those next time. But I will leave this in my office in anticipation because I am going to be using a lot of my tea bags. Oh, and then the 10 sachets. Thé durable. Ooh, the mighty maple tree provides us with a unique. Ooh. No way. Check it out, guys. I've never had maple tea. So, does that mean that I should get some maple syrup and kind of dollop a little bit of syrup too? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, there's that. So, thank you so much, Ellen. This is so awesome. I'm trying to think. There are other mugs that I have from the Starbucks destination line. I just can't remember. Oh, this is so. Oh well. We'll live, I'm sure, right? But anyway, so my little Snoopy mug, I should do this, drink it like this so that you can see Snoopy. So, there were two things that I wanted to talk about today. I was going to talk about an older series, but no. 20 Again recently ended, so I thought I would just kind of give you my 2 cents on the 20 Again, and then also explain why. Something that I was planning on talking about today, I'm not going to get to. So, 20 Again, I really liked, and I will say that it was much slower paced than the usual dramas that I like to watch. I will confess, though, I did not see the earlier portions. There were a few episodes in the beginning. Whoops. What was that? Sorry, alarm. Alright, I put alarms on my cell phone, or I set alarms on my cell phones. Cell phone. I don't have multiple cell phones, although I do have a mini tab. But I set alarms on my cell phone so that I remember to do certain things. And 1:30 was the alarm for a different day. Apparently, I wasn't thinking. I left the alarm set for today. But anyway, so I didn't see some of the earlier episodes, but I mean, you guys, if you guys have hung out with me long enough, you know that I tend to not watch all episodes. Sometimes I do try and I make the effort. Like, for instance, even though this wasn't a drama, I did watch Cool Kids on the Block swimming from beginning to end. I just didn't blog from beginning to end. But yeah, I did like that it was a slower paced series. Definitely character driven. You guys know, usually stories are either plot driven or character driven, or sometimes both if you're lucky enough. And with this particular one, more so than the plot, it was really character driven. And I think at one point I was getting a little bit antsy about, okay, so when is this romance between Hyunsuk and Hanora going to start? And then it dawned on me that that was secondary to the whole story, and that it was really about, her growing as a person and, finding her own identity and things like that. And then once that clicked in, I was able to just kind of sit back and enjoy and just watch this woman who really had most of her young adult life, suppressed or taken away, be able to rediscover that in her late 30s. So that was definitely a treat to watch. I did love all of those scenes, like the uniform day, right, when they wear their high school uniform and they do all the, fun high school / young collegiate stuff. So that was really fun to watch. Now, the second thing I was going to talk about actually in this particular tea time was the song triplets calendar. I was actually going to show you, because remember I stopped January to June, and then I was thinking, oh, it's almost the end of the year. I should show them July, August, October, November, July, August, September, October, November, December, right? I totally forgot my calendar. Yeah, so sorry. So I will bring the calendar next time we do tea time, and then I will go through and read, all the Korean characters that are on the calendar, certainly. Just so that, especially since Nayoung has one, I want to make sure that she knows what all of those days, all those little writings say and things like that. So, yeah, but for the most part, this week has been definitely a good one, but you can tell, I don't know, can you tell? I have deeper, can you tell in the lighting? I have deeper panda eyes. So, Nelly, if you are watching this, or whoever else is competing with our panda eyes, I can't remember, oh, Drabs. Oh yes, it was. I think it's. Oh, drat. I only know it by sight, and I didn't ever bother to pronounce her name. Is it Arizori? My friend in Jamaica. Hi. Can I just call you A? Not to be confused with Nellie's Adrian. But anyway, the three of us were actually comparing earlier this week about who has the deeper set panda eyes. And actually, I'll show you. This has become our little mascot. Notice the panda eyes? So, yeah. I think, Nellie, you were saying that you've just given up on concealer. You'll notice I try a little bit to, but it is what it is. I am embracing the Asian panda eyes. So, but yeah, it was definitely a tough week. A lot of stuff going on. Midterms are now over, but that means that I need to finish grading those midterms and getting them back to my students. And so that's been kind of a challenge. And then I ended up getting sick a little bit and, all those things. So for the most part, it's been good, but also a challenge. For those of you who've been following the blog as well, you know that we are now finishing the annual walk down memory lane. This year I did choose the King to Hearts to kind of, refresh our memories, if you will. So I had blogged up to episode 18 back in 2012 when it was airing. And then stuff happened, and Jules had screen capped episode 19. And I think it's a good thing, Jules, you didn't screen cap episode 20. Or maybe it's not a good thing, because had you screen capped episode 20, there's a good chance I would have recapped episode 20. And then I could have at least ended the walk down memory lane with episode 20, huh? Okay, so for those of you who are wondering, how could Snoopy's Twinkie stop in mid-series or like at the penultimate, episode of just episode 19? We can put the responsibilities of that squarely in Jules' front door. How's that? Anyway, yeah, so she had screen capped pictures for episode 19, and it just sat there in my docket of posts that I needed to finish up. And then if you take a look at the date of the original posting, I think I finished it in March 23rd, 2013, almost a whole year after the series had ended, which I thought was ridiculous. I should have had it done way, way earlier. But yeah, and then episode 20, I think Jules was just waiting for me to finish 19 before she screen capped 20. And of course, since I took forever, that just didn't happen. And so, yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll go back and review. But certainly, I don't know for you guys, but for me, it was a lot of fun walking down memory lane with King to Heart, or King to Hearts, the King to Hearts. So today is Friday. What I'm hoping is a one last kind of encore post to go up on Saturday of just some random pictures from the series to kind of just help us remember the good old times, if you will. We are nearing the end. By the time this video goes up, and by the time some of you watch it, we will probably be in the month of November. So the madness will begin. I have started a countdown. As of today, it is T-minus 17 days until episode 1 broadcast of Oh My Venus. So, well, I'll try to keep us on target with the countdown. I think SwitchUp's birthday is coming up this week, and I think Nadia actually said, "Oh, so are you going to get back on the SwitchUp bandwagon?" I don't think I've ever left. Once I collect eye candies, they kind of stay in my permanent collection, if you will. But yeah, I haven't been squeeing as much, I guess, about SJS in some time. I will occasionally, post episodes or blog posts and such, but his series is coming up, and the double whammy, of course, is that Sunghoon is going to be in it. And then I found out, of course, Henry's in it, and of course, who can forget the adorable and beautiful Shinmina. So we'll see. I'm hoping to make time to watch it. In terms of the blogging factor, I doubt I'm going to be able to blog. No, actually, hold me to this, okay? I should not blog. Yeah, I should not. If I value my sanity in real life, I should not blog. Having said that, knowing me, there's a good chance I will blog. So just FYI, if you do start seeing Oh My Venus posts, they'll just be short. They'll be short. Let's keep it that way. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. They'll be short, and then we'll see how much I can do. I think we're just going to say that. I don't want to commit one way or the other, because if I then say I will blog the whole series and I don't, which oftentimes I do. I mean, those of you who've been with me for a while, have I ever blogged an entire series from beginning to end? I don't think I have, huh? I've vlogged, like actual like recounting of entire episodes. So I did that actually over on Twinkie Drama's channel. I think the Goo Family book, right? I did. And then I did it also for The Master of Sun. Heart to Heart is still pending. I will get back to that eventually. I'm looking forward to winter break because I'm not teaching winter session, and so I'll have a little bit more time. And then Road Number 1, you'll notice on my blog post on the sidebar widget, it's still pending. I have every intention of doing that. Remember, I am the family turtle, so slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, I'm slow, definitely slow. I don't know about the steady part, but I'm definitely slow. So anyway, hopefully we're at 22 minutes and my tea is almost done. Hopefully you guys are done with your tea. I'm going to try to keep these, you know, I told you before, under 30 minutes, just to kind of pop in, say hi, say 안녕. I did say 안녕, right? 잘 지냈어요? So, but yeah, other than that, I think for the most part, I'm getting much more settled into my office. I brought in an ottoman today. I know my colleagues were looking at me like, huh? And I said, there's only one chair for my student. And if there are two students who come in to a conference with me, I want them to at least have something to sit on. So until I can get a second chair from the college, I figured the ottoman should suffice. So brought in an ottoman. I brought in the package from Ellen. So I love this, especially the color scheme. I don't know if I've mentioned this before to any of you, but I love the color blue, especially kind of the lighter sky blue. It's just so cheery and yes, it's nice. But maybe next week, assuming that I do tea time next week, I'll have to think about using this tea or the maple tea. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure Ellen has had maple tea before. Any of you other Canadians have had maple tea? And there's 10 tea bags. Yeah, I'm not going to share. Sorry. This tea I will just drink on my own. My family doesn't need to have tea. They have their oolong tea or oolong tea, right? So, anyway, yeah, I will continue to blog, keep you updated. Oh My Venus, the countdown has begun. I know, it's begun. And then I'm trying to think, Snoopy movie. You will probably hear me raving about the Snoopy Peanuts movie this weekend. No, not this weekend, next weekend. I was actually intending on wearing my Snoopy shirt, and I just didn't get around to it. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I didn't get around to, I had a faculty meeting earlier today, and I just ran out of the house, and you can't wear a Snoopy t-shirt to a faculty meeting. It just, I love my faculty, but I just would feel weird wearing a Snoopy t-shirt in a kind of a professional setting like that. So hence, you've got kind of a long sleeve gray shirt and pants. So anyway, For those of you who celebrate Halloween, happy Halloween. Enjoy the weekend. Stay safe. And I think that's it. So 다음 주에 보고, I hope, right? And yeah, stay warm and healthy. Oh, shall I end it the way the Korean celebrities do? You know, they all say 요즘 날씨가 추우니까 감기도 조심하시고 몸 건강하세요. You know how they say that, right? Like the weather's getting colder, so be careful of the cold and stay warm and all of that jazz. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna just end it here. I hope you guys have a great weekend and 다음 주에 볼게. Bye.